Be the hero of your own movie. If your life was a movie and it started now, forget about whatever financial disasters you've had, personal failures, relationship failures. What would the hero of your life's movie do right now? Do that. Do those things. We define ourselves far too often by our past failures. We look at our past and we say, well, that's me. That's not you. You are this person right now. You're the person who's learned from those failures, and you can choose to be the hero of your own movie right now. Write down your goals. Write down things you want to improve. Write down things you won't tolerate from yourself. Write down things that you've done in the past that you never want to see yourself do again. And go forth from here as the hero of your own movie. Build momentum. Build confidence and momentum with each good decision that you make from here on out. You can do it. Anyone can do it. We live in unique times. We live in one of the rarest times in human history where you can choose almost all the input that comes your way. Whether it's the movies that you watch, the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, you can choose to be inspired. Do that. Do that and be the hero of your own movie.
Grade. My weight's 106, and my expectations for the year are to get better and help the team get
Cam
better.
Vanderhoof, I'm a sophomore. I'm wrestling at 120, and my expectations are to have a winning record and our team to make it to
My name
regional.
is Francisco Roner. I'm in 9th grade. I weigh 126 pounds. My expectations is to get better to the season and to at least get up in the tournament and compete and stay up there.
Name,
Not
I'm
give
Gomez. 12th grade, weight 126, and expectations to winning record and pass.
Alex Selberg, 138, 132. I'm gonna go place up at the state tournament and win this year.
Freshman, 138, 145. My expectation this year is to have a winning record and get as many points for the team as I can.
Grade 9th. I weigh 145, and my expectations are to win some matches.
Hi, my name is Carter Maines. I'm in 9th grade. I'm going to wrestle 152. My expectations is to be a good teammate and make everyone work hard.
Hi, my name is Ethan Stewart. I am a sophomore and I'm going to be wrestling at 152, and my expectations are to accomplish technique and have a lot of fun.
What happened to your nose?
My name is Isaac Bauer. I'm a sophomore. I weigh 152 pounds, and my expectations are to help my friends and teammates become better wrestlers and to go over 500.
It's James Kelly. I'm a sophomore. My weight is 152. My expectations are to make my team better and make myself better.
I'm Tom McMahon. I'm a senior. My weight is 152 pounds. My expectations are to have the most reversals in a season and for our team to go regional this year.
I am a sophomore. My weight is 160, and my expectations are to improve the team mentally and physically and improve myself.
My name is Luke Watt. I'm a junior. My weight's 160. My expectations this year is for us to be a team and a family.
I'm a freshman, 9th grade. I am 166, and my expectations is to get better, help the team get better, and just kind of grow into it and everything, and respect it. Be honest with each other, and kind of,
Progress through the season.
Yeah, progress through the season.
Okay.
Thomas Bentley, sophomore, 160 or 170, and my expectations are to have a winning season, go to regional schools, and stay qualified.
I'm in 12th grade, 170. Expectations, I plan on being
My
a
name
state
is Jackson
qualifier.
Welter. I'm a senior. I'm going to wrestle 195. My expectations are to hit more shots, play better defense, and always look at the positive of my matches.
My name's Colton Kinnison, sophomore, wrestling 220. Expectations are to have a winning record and go to regional.
Ethan Clark. I'm in 10th grade. I wrestle 220. My expectations are to win a handful.
My name's Liam Mahoney. I'm a sophomore. My weight is 220, and my expectations is to have a winning season and help my team
My
get
name's
to the
Logan
regional.
Alexander. I'm a sophomore. My weight's 285, and my expectations are to go to.
When you come down to it, I felt my job as a coach was simply trying to help people learn to accomplish more than they thought they could. just simply accomplishing more than they thought they could. So how do we do that? And I'm gonna just hit on a couple things. How do you do that? For us, here's what, and I'm a simple man, okay? There's a mantra in our program last couple decades, and we call it, do it anyway. Do it anyway. You know, on great teams, there's people that go the extra mile for themselves and each other for the good of the team. And that is our expectation for our team. You do go the extra mile for yourself and everybody else for the good of the team. That is the expectation. And you know what? Sometimes you might not want to, or you just don't feel like it. You do it anyway. You do it anyway. I'm going to give you an example. If you're my team for a second, here's what it sounds like. Okay, 6:30 a.m. we start our run lift tomorrow. 6:30 a.m. So make sure you're there on time. Make sure you're there on time. Now, when that alarm clock goes off, I just want you to know, I really don't care if you feel like it getting up. I don't care if you feel like getting up. You get up, you get dressed, you get over there, you're ready to go at 6:30. And then in the evening, we have study hall at 6:30 p.m. in the library. So after dinner, you get your books, you get your coat on. Now, this is how you talk to college athletes, so they can't say, Coach, you didn't tell me that. There's all these details. You get your books, coat on, put your stocking hat on. It's cold in Iowa. You walk over to the library, 3rd floor, sit down at the table, open your book, study, period. Whether you feel like it or not is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. When are you ever going to feel like going to the library to study? That ain't never going to happen. You do it anyway. Now, as we go, as time went on, the culture, the do it anyway culture, I didn't have to do it all. The culture educates the new people. The culture does that, and sometimes I hear it in their conversations. When I hear it in their conversations, I know, man, we're making progress here. You know, maybe teammate to teammate, somebody's late and they say, hey, why are you late? Why are you late today? I don't know. Do it anyway, man. And so I'm thinking, yeah, it's working. And sometimes beyond their conversations, I hear it in the social media. Social media, you know, I'm Coach Millboy on Twitter, Coach Millboy, 1L. I joined Facebook. I have to do that to know what the heck's going on with all these athletes. And so even on Facebook, we had one example I'm going to show you. It was a junior college young man. He had only been with us a couple months. He was a good wrestler. He'd only been with us a couple months. And he throws this up. He throws this up on Facebook. Now, my nickname is Millboy, okay? He misspelled it. It's only 1L, but he misspelled it. But I started to cry. Millboy told me to do it anyway. Was it funny? Yeah. That's kind of funny. But I'm thinking, his name's Cody. I'm thinking, man, Cody's starting to get it. He's not there yet, but he's starting to get it. And 3 months later, Cody pulled the biggest upset in history of our program at the NCAA tournament. And I know our guy is the one that's exhausted, laying on his back. He had just won the match. But I know Cody was thinking all this time, what's this crazy Coach Miller doing, expecting me to do all this stuff I've never had to do before? And I was. And I was because I knew he was going to need it at some point. I knew he was going to need it when it really got hard. And that was that moment right there. And you know, when you do it when you go above and beyond for your team, things they don't expect, it lifts up everybody. It lifts up everybody around you. And this next slide was caught with 3 seconds left in the match when everyone realized, my God, he's going to win. Now, if this doesn't prove white men can jump when with the right motivation, They can jump. And this is Coach Keller. And I told Coach Keller, I said, Coach, you couldn't jump that high if you had a ladder again, dude. But also look at the crowd. Look at our crowd. Because they're part of our team too. They're part of our team too. And how cool is that? Now, which leads to, when you lift everybody up, that year we had 4 individuals win national championships. 4 different kids won that, and we weren't even favored to win that year. We had 4 individuals, that's almost half the team, won national championships out of 10. Okay, which led to the ultimate for us is this kind of stuff, the championships. Okay? So we talk about, hey, whether you feel like it or not is irrelevant. And you know what? The most important time you do it anyway is especially when you don't feel like it. Especially that moment you don't feel like it and you do it anyway, because that separates you from everybody else. Because most of the time, when they really don't feel like it, they don't do it. They don't do it. But if we're going to win, if we're going to separate ourselves above everybody else, that is the key time you do it. Now, there's one and only one disclaimer to the do it anyway culture. I have found this out. It might not work all that great at home with your spouse. And I know because that's my spouse. TJ, don't tell Mom I'm using this slide either. She tells me all this. I got this big list to do today. I got this big list. Okay, honey. Yeah, yep. And I come home, and she's tired. She didn't get it all done. And she's going to have we're going to have margarita. And she starts telling me this, and she's heard do it anyway in 30 years, thousands, literally, of times. Do it anyway. And I didn't even say do it anyway. I just said just. I just got just out. I didn't say even do it anyway. And as soon as I did, she looked, that's the look, and what'd you say? And I said, okay, honey. Okay, honey. That's what I said.